Good evening, and welcome to the 6 o'clock Action News. I'm your anchor, Hugh Janus, and here are tonight's top stories. A recent poll conducted amongst dwarves found 1 out of 7 of them to be always grumpy. And tonight's top story, we look into the world of pop culture, more specifically, Taylor Swift. Now, there's no point in denying that Taylor Swift has become one of the most talked about and popular singers of this generation. Ever since she left her hometown of Wyomissing, Pennsylvania to start her country singing career in Nashville, Tennessee, she seems to be set for stardom. And she has done that for girls between the ages of 14 to 30. She always seems to have a low support rate for the American male population. And this could seem understandable considering some of her songs speak of a Romeo and Juliet love, never getting back together with someone, or realizing that you're better off with someone else than who you're currently with. Most guys might say that kind of music isn't really their vibe, regardless of pride or personal preference. However, the American male population is now facing a deterrent that they have never faced before. An obstacle that could threaten the very foundation which they have built their whole lives on. They are starting to like Taylor Swift. Which leads us into tonight's segment, Taylor Swift slowly creeps into the hearts and souls of the American male population. For more on this, we go to our reporter in the field, Bon Rugendy. Bon, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Hugh. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, America, let's be honest, this epidemic is striking men of all ages right in their drops of Jupiter. And if you don't know what I mean by that, I mean their huevos. Now, initially, the only men that would ever be caught dead at a Taylor Swift concert would be crew members, security guards, bros that accepted the challenge on a dare, and maybe the fathers of Taylor Swift fans. But now, men are showing up at these concerts because they actually want to be there. And the story becomes even more traumatic when you realize that thousands upon thousands of men across this great nation are fighting the urge of Swiftomania. Men around the globe and around this great nation are fighting the urges and pains of proving to themselves that they don't like Taylor Swift. However, once you realize you do like her, it acts as a slow but deadly illness that once you realize exists inside you, you're already out of time. No man is safe from her grasp, which begs the question, when did this all begin? Well, for that, we look at the Bureau of Labor Statistics, which surprisingly has a subset category of data to track rising musical fan status. But, okay, and for that, we look over here. Now, Taylor Swift has always had a strong fan base amongst female, music listeners, and at least 1/3 of the American male population either enjoys or recognizes her existence in the world. Now, however, look here. You follow me, camera guy? Okay, look. Now, okay, starting, she was born right here, okay? So, obviously, it's not going to be that much. And right here, you see, it's very small to see, because, we can't afford that much, crew. It's damn recession. All right, 1989, right? Well, we all know 1989, that's when she was born, because of her new album, 1989. Okay. So you see 1989, 0, not that much. No one cares about her when she was born. She didn't know how to use a guitar back then. All right. Then 2010, 2011, you start to see a spike. Okay, some people are going to like her. All right. So in 2011, 2012, you see another spike again. Then that's when we start to get a little bit worried. But, we let it slip because that's when Obama and Romney were running. So, we just had to watch that a bit. So then in 2013, we see this right here. You know what this is? You know what the heck this is? This giant spike? I can't even fathom that. And then even worse, 2014. This graph, you follow me, camera guy? This graph went straight vertical. Straight vertical. That rarely, if not ever, happens in the world. And keep some other things in mind. Male population fan base by millions. And this right here. You probably can't see that because there are crew. I'll just translate this over here. That is infinity squared. Infinity is already a big enough number. It's infinity squared. I can't even. According to this data, that means her male fan base status increased by a rounded down number of 500%. And that has increased from 200 people, to 900 billion people. You want a citation? We ain't got a citation. That's not the point, all right? Listen to this, all right? This is no longer a speculation, nor is it a matter of opinion or personal preference, Hugh. Hugh, you listening to me? It has become an uncitable fact Taylor Swift has become something that men can no longer simply just shake it off. No, they can't do it anymore. So at this point, there's no way to stop it. By the time they realize that Taylor Swift is who they're jamming to, it's already too late. You've been caught in her trap, and you must succumb to the music, wait in line for the new 1989 album, and join the revolution. Just like the damn charmed snakes that we are. Okay. You know, I'm done with this. I'm done. Back to you.
Thank you, Bon, for that titillating and passionate review. We cut to a commercial break from our sponsors, but we'll be right back with with more of Bon doing an extensive review of what the hell is going on in Taylor Swift's Blank Space video. Oh, crap. We'll be right back.